Hi, this is the demonstration video for the negotiation strategies we have implemented for protecting privacy in online social networks. The content shared over online social networks increases rapidly. People share photos, opinions, and videos of themselves. Also, other people can share things about you by tagging you or mentioning you. Even though we have control over what we share, we cannot manage what people have shared about us. This may result in a privacy breach. We aim to prevent these privacy violations by negotiating between the initiator, the person who prepares the post, and the negotiator, the person who is included in the post. In this demonstration, we are going to show how all three negotiations work on the following example. We have Alice and Bob. Their relationships are as shown. Bob wants to share a photo of Alice in an eat and drink context with all their friends. However, Alice has some concerns about the picture since her rules are violated. One of her rules is colleagues shouldn't see my leisure photos. And another rule violated is Errol shouldn't see any of my photos. We run this example with all three strategies one by one in the system. System outputs messages about the current situation, and we have created a simple page that shows these messages. Left side is for messages from the initiator, and the right side is for the messages from the negotiator. Firstly, we use good enough privacy to negotiate. This strategy is based on negotiator sending its rejections, starting from the most important one. Bob wants to upload a post about Alice in eat and drink context. Adds the intended audience of the post and sends it to Alice. Alice gets the request, evaluates it according to her rules and utility threshold. Then decides that she does not want that post to be shared. Calculates her most important rule and rejects the request accordingly, which is the rule that states that her colleagues shouldn't see her leisure photos. Alice sends Bob the people who she wants to be removed, who are David and Irene. Bob revises the post according to the response of Alice and sees that utility would be above his utility threshold, so he removes David and Irene from the audience and sends it to Alice again for confirmation. Alice evaluates the request and accepts it since its utility is above the utility threshold. Secondly, we use maximal privacy to negotiate. This strategy is similar to good enough privacy, but negotiator sends all its rejection reasons at first and starts narrowing down if rejected. First four messages are the same as the first example. However, now when Alice rejects the request, she sends all her rejection reasons, which includes Errol in the people she wants to be removed. Bob revises the post according to the response of Alice and sees that utility would be above his utility threshold, so he removes David, Irene, and Errol from the audience and sends it to Alice again. Alice evaluates the request and accepts it since its utility is above the utility threshold. Lastly, we use reciprocal privacy where users have points they can use to convince each other to concede. Again, the first four messages are the same. Alice evaluates the request and does not want it to be shared. She shares which people she are against, but also says that she might consider conceding if Bob could give some points. Bob firstly sends the post with the point offer of 0. Alice does not accept it and says that she can accept the request if Bob gives her 3 points. Bob considers this and finds that this is acceptable, so offers Alice 3 points. Alice accepts this and Bob uploads the post. Now Bob has 2 points left against Alice, so if Bob wants to share a similar post, he won't be able to provide 3 points again. That is why if we run the same example, this time Bob would give 2 points and also remove David from the audience. As you can see, Prenego can enable agents to negotiate their privacy constraints and preserve users' privacy.